Over the last month, the Home Secretary and I have studied every aspect of this issue in detail, and we can now set out 5 new steps today. First, our policing of the Channel has been too fragmented, with different people doing different things, being pulled in different directions. So we will establish a new, permanent, unified Small Boats Operational Command. This will bring together our military, our civilian capabilities, and the National Crime Agency. It will coordinate our intelligence, interception, processing, and enforcement, and use all available technology, including drones for reconnaissance and surveillance, to pick people up and identify and then prosecute more gang-led boat pilots. We're adding more than 700 new staff and also doubling the funding given to the NCA for tackling organised immigration crime in Europe. Second, these extra resources will free up immigration officers to go back to enforcement, which will in turn allow us to increase raids on illegal working by 50%. And it's frankly absurd that today illegal migrants can get bank accounts which help them live and work here. So we will restart data sharing to stop this. Third, it's unfair and appalling that we are spending £5.5 million every day on using hotels to house asylum seekers. We must end this. So we will shortly bring forward a range of alternative sites such as disused holiday parks, former student halls, and surplus military sites. We have already identified locations that could accommodate 10,000 people, are in active discussions to secure these and more.
Does somebody flash the camera then? It's quite serious to take photographs in the chamber. No, there was a different camera. Can I just say, if the member knew they'd taken the photograph, one, I expect them to leave and I expect them to go out to the chamber. It's totally unacceptable when the Prime Minister is speaking to disrupt. Mr. Black, was it yourself? No. Well, I hope it's deleted and speak to the Sergeant. Can you go out and just have a chat with the Sergeant? Because it didn't look that way to me. Prime Minister, sorry about that.
As I said, these sites will accommodate 10,000 people, and we're in active discussions to secure them and many more. Our aim is to add thousands of places through this type of accommodation in the coming months at half the cost of hotels. At the same time, as we consulted on over the summer, the cheapest and fairest way to solve this problem is for all local authorities to take their fair share of asylum seekers in the private rental sector, and we will work to achieve this as quickly as possible. Fourth, Mr. Speaker, we need to process claims in days or weeks, not months or years. So we will double the number of asylum caseworkers, and we are radically re-engineering the end-to-end process with shorter guidance, fewer interviews, less paperwork, and introducing specialist caseworkers by nationality. We will also remove the gold plating in our modern slavery system, including by reducing the cooling-off period from 45 to 30 days, the legal minimum set out in the ECAT Treaty. As a result of all of these changes, we will triple the productivity of our caseworkers, and we expect to abolish the backlog of initial asylum decisions by the end of next year. Fifth, Mr. Speaker, and most significantly, a third of all those arriving in small boats this year, almost 13,000 people, are Albanian. And yet Albania is a safe, prosperous European country. It is deemed safe for returns by Germany, France, Italy, Sweden. It is an EU accession country, a NATO ally, and a member of the same treaty against trafficking as the United Kingdom. The Prime Minister of Albania has himself said there is no reason why we cannot return Albanian asylum seekers immediately. Last year, Germany, France, Belgium, Sweden, all rejected almost 100% of Albanian asylum claims. Yet our rejection rate is just 45%. That must not continue. So today, I can announce a new agreement with Albania and a new approach. First, we will embed Border Force officers in Tirana Airport for the first time ever, helping to disrupt organised crime and stop people coming here illegally. Second, we will issue new guidance for our caseworkers to make it crystal clear that Albania is a safe country. Third, one of the reasons we struggle to remove people is because they unfairly exploit our modern slavery system. So we will significantly raise the threshold someone has to meet to be considered a modern slave. For the first time, we will actually require a caseworker to have objective evidence of modern slavery rather than just a suspicion. Fourth, we have sought and received formal assurances from Albania confirming they will protect genuine victims and people at risk of re-trafficking, allowing us to detain and return people to Albania with confidence and in line with the ECAT treaty. As a result of these changes, the vast majority of claims from Albania can simply be declared clearly unfounded, and those individuals can be swiftly returned. And lastly, we will change how we process Albanian illegal migrants with a new dedicated unit expediting cases within weeks, staffed by 400 new specialists. Over the coming months, thousands of Albanians will be returned home, and we'll keep going with weekly flights until all the Albanians in our backlog have been removed. Far too many of the beneficiaries of that generosity are not those directly fleeing war zones or at risk of persecution, but people crossing the channel in small boats. Many originate from fundamentally safe countries. All travel through safe countries. Their journeys are not ad hoc, but coordinated by ruthless, organised criminals. And every single journey risks the lives of women, children, and we should be honest, mostly men at sea.